Hey, um, uh, I wanted to say something about that the last video where I mentioned how to build a. I mentioned this humanitarian operation here, and I put on a new shirt just in case you didn't notice. But I wanted to say that uh, I wrote a piece, I wrote a page, I wrote a paper on buying tax sales and building gabion buildings on them and how easy that would be. Uh, that goes with this as the Citadel Kingdom is has people that are homeless and people that are oppressed by the government of the United States, and that's a place of refuge. And then the tax sales are like $200 or $300 for a 60 by 120 lots, where you can the person that buys the property for the Citadel um, Kingdom uh, can negotiate on how to use equipment they may have to help develop those tax sale properties or tear down the properties and put something new on them. And they're only like $200 or $300, and so these homeless people can move onto that into that Citadel property or Citadel Kingdom and buy tax sales and develop the tax sale property and rent out those tax sale properties, or put businesses in them. And I was just playing that Eve Online game, which I wanted to say something about too. But it's the same thing. So you stay in a ship, and the ship is where you're safe, and you go places and develop things in other areas and stay in your ship. So that's the same type of thing. And the Eve Online game, I don't know who owns that. I don't know if it's an incorporated game, but the idea of using uh, some kind of uh, like stock for payment in things. You can use all different kinds of things when you're negotiating uh, the use of property, or the you can use the money in there. Plus the game itself, if it's incorporated, you can buy stock in that corporation, and you can go to school online. You can learn how to make your own games, incorporate them, and then write your corporation documents as to how you want that to work for you. So you have all different kinds of things that work with this, and I just wanted to explain that. And we might even be able to do something about this Pennsylvania rat problem, where all the rats do is sit around and spy on you, and you don't even suspect that it's the government that design that promotes it, or they don't promote it unless it's to the next person that they put in their offices. Um, so I wanted to uh, encourage the suspicion of the government just sitting around and listening to everyone when it's the people that say they're doing it and the government doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything about it, and it just goes on and on and on. So I wanted to say something about that. I wanted to make you aware of it, and I hope that maybe somebody will really start to watch these videos that I have put up here, because when I look at it, there's like, what, 6 or 10 views, even 10 on each video. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how it looks from someone else's view, because it could, with computers being the way they are, you can be misled. So I wanted to say something about it and let you know that this is a perfectly legal humanitarian operation that I had planned a long time ago, and I'm just remembering these things as I go along, and just like everyone else, we'll remember it, but we're not taking notes when we remember it. And now that we've said something, here is this new government of the state of Pennsylvania, which is working every day, dealing every day with this thing, as it is their job that they're overpaid for. And I wanted you to understand what you're up against and what's going to happen if you don't do anything, because you haven't done anything in 50 years. So I just wanted to point that out and let you be logically suspicious of whoever you should be, right?